شذوذ يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات والله بما تعملون خبير. صدق الله العظيم. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Bu Henny. What a beautiful recitation you gave us today. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's give our time to enjoy our national anthem Indonesia Raya in March Madrasah.
Pendidik anak bangsa, terus mengabdi tak kenal lelah. Guru madrasah teladan anak negeri, terus berjuang ikhlas dalam beramal. Engkaulah sang pencerah hati, engkaulah penerus risalah, penuntun akhlak mulia, teguhkan iman dan Islam. Sabar jalan itu insan berakhlak mulia. Guru madrasah pendidik anak bangsa, terus mengabdi tak kenal lelah. Guru madrasah teladan anak negeri, terus berjuang ikhlas dalam beramal. Ibu bapa guru madrasah mulia, jasamu terpatri dalam sanubari jejak langkah dan bimbinganmu. Engkaulah sang pencerah hati, engkaulah penerus risalah, penuntun akhlak mulia, teguhkan iman dan Islam. Sangat jalani tugas suci, setiap langkah jadi ibadah. Kasih dan sayang selalu tercurah, lahirkan insan berakhlak mulia. Lahirkan insan berakhlak mulia.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to the next agenda. It is the welcoming remark from the chairman of this webinar, Bu Trisnawati. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Wabarakatuh. I feel sorry Bapak Ibu because I cannot come on. There is a little problem with my voice. Okay. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Shadaqallahul adzim. Thank you. We always say thank you to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who always give the chance for us, always have a wonderful chance because we always we call that do our weekly event Bedah module for English MA level, and salawat salam deliver to our Prophet Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then we never forget Bapak Dr. Ainur Rafiq always together with us, beside us, wherever he is. I always proud with him, always give us food with us. Okay, and I cannot say anything more because always without him we cannot run our event module Bahasa Inggris or module English module for MA level. And of course Pak Lukman, Pak Eric, and all the committee here. And then Alhamdulillah, we know that this is the last module for English module MA level. I cannot say anything because I feel happy. We can solve our 10 module from 4 months ago, I think. Okay, and I think this is not our final for our program, right, Bapak Dokter? Maybe we have next program like Pak Dokter, Pak Ainur Rafiq told us when I saw it 2022 last month that I inform you, Bapak Ibu English teachers around Indonesia, please inform with English Indonesian teachers that next program we are going to have competition English. For the first, Pak Dokter told us that maybe speech for our students, and then after that debate and everything. I think so. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. It's so meaningful for us to hear your beautiful voice. Regardless, you are not being able to show up your beautiful face. And it is time for our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Ainur Rafiq, to give his speech. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am sorry, I will speak English. Kami hormati Bapak Agama, dan kami hormati Bapak Bidang Islam Kementerian Agama Republik Indonesia, yang kami hormati Bapak Direktur dan Tenaga Kependidikan Madrasah, yang kami hormati Bapak Direktur KSKK Madrasah, yang kami hormati teman-teman Kasudin, Direktorat Ketika Madrasah dan Direktorat KSKK Madrasah, yang kami hormati teman-teman PJ Nasional, khususnya adalah PJ Bahasa Inggris untuk jenjang Madrasah Aliyah, yang kami hormati panitia dan narasumber, yang alhamdulillah pada siang hari ini telah menyiapkan segala sesuatunya sehingga webinar pada siang hari ini bisa lancar, sukses, aman berkah dan bermanfaat bagi kita semua. Teman-teman guru bahasa Inggris Madrasah Aliyah yang berkenan hadir pada siang hari ini, partisipan, meskipun ini di hari libur yaitu hari kelahiran Pak, namun teman-teman dan tenaga ini semangat mengikuti webinar pada siang hari ini dalam tajuk bedah modul untuk UP yang pertama, PKP kita. Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, pertama-tama tentu kita muji syukur dan Allah, tidak lupa sholawat salam kalau kita aturkan ke diri kita, Nabi Rasulullah Muhammad SAW, seraya mengucapkan Allahumma sholli ala sayyidina Muhammad. Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, apa yang disampaikan oleh PJ Nasional tadi, bahwa memang kami dari Direktorat Ketika Madrasah selalu mendorong apapun yang dilakukan oleh guru dan tenaga pendidikan madrasah dalam rangka peningkatan mutu pendidikan madrasah. Karena kaitannya kita ini adalah terkait dengan guru dan tenaga pendidikan madrasah, maka peningkatan mutu pendidikan madrasah fokus pada guru dan tenaga kependidikan madrasah. Oleh karena itu, kemarin saya dapat informasi di Jawa Barat, itu sudah ada flyer, tapi saya tidak tahu itu rencananya kapan, yaitu mau melaksanakan semacam porseni tapi untuk guru madrasah. Dan saya kira itu saya sangat mengapresiasi itu. Semoga saja nanti bisa berjalan dengan lancar. Kalau tidak salah itu dalam rangka Hari Guru kalau tidak salah ya. Saya kira itu merupakan momentum yang baik. Dan barangkali nanti teman-teman PJ Nasional, entah itu PJ-nya apa, nanti bisa meliput secara langsung. Yang itu menjadi materi program Ketika Madrasah Berbagi untuk tipe yang kedua, yaitu tipe yang kelima ya, yaitu kompetitif ya. Nah, tipe yang kelima yaitu kompetitif. Barangkali nanti bisa disiapkan mulai dari kamera yang biasa maupun kamera yang 360. Saya kira nanti teman-teman Jawa Barat, Kanwil Jawa Barat, kalau kita kasih info bahwa nanti akan ditayang langsung melalui Ketika Madrasah Berbagi, mungkin persiapan kameranya juga akan lebih baik ya, karena kan masih ada waktu nih. Sekarang masih di bulan Juni, ada bulan Juli, Agustus, September, Oktober, Hari Guru itu adalah bulan November. Nah, semoga saja kami sangat support itu. Dan kalau misalnya nanti ada tepat waktunya, mungkin saya pengen hadir pada waktu acara pembukaannya. Saya pengen hadir di situ. Semoga saja bisa berjalan dengan lancar. Kemudian selanjutnya terkait dengan bedah modul ini, Bapak Ibu, saya sangat concern, saya sangat antusias mengapa pada modul seluruh UP Bahasa Inggris untuk FA ini perlu kita lakukan melalui video conference ini dan kemudian nanti ditayangkan di channel YouTube kita, agar teman-teman yang lain yang barangkali pada siang hari ini tidak berkesempatan hadir, nanti bisa memutar lagi kalau misalnya mereka membutuhkan pendalaman materi untuk UP yang pertama ini. Karena kalau sudah ada di YouTube, Bapak Ibu guru kita, baik dari di Sabang sampai Merauke, dari Sabang sampai Merauke, itu bisa memutar ulang. Bisa diputar 1 kali, 2 kali, 3 kali, 4 kali, 5 kali, sampai 10 kali. Sampai mereka betul-betul paham. Dan harapan kami nanti, barangkali kapan-kapan, untuk PJ Nasional Bahasa Inggris ini, kapan-kapan melakukan semacam pretest atau post-test ya, setelah UP 1 sampai UP terakhir itu sudah dibahas semua, barangkali nanti kita bisa melakukan semacam pretest lah kepada guru-guru kita. Tapi secara online saja, nanti soal-soalnya ditayang melalui melalui link Zoom meeting ini. Jadi atau nanti dikirim via file di room chat ya,
Yep,
bisa disampaikan seperti itu. Barangkali bisa. Tapi harapan kami itu ketika UP sudah dikupas semua, setelah UP sudah dikupas semua, UP 1 sampai UP 12 kalau tidak salah ya. Nah, UP 12
10
ya, 10 UP.
Ya.
Oke. Jadi 10 UP dikupas semua, kemudian nanti teman-teman PJ Nasional atau instruktur nasional nanti membuat semacam instrumen assessment lah, atau soal katakanlah begitu ya. Soal nanti bisa dilakukan, nanti kita kasih woro-woro di tanggal berapa, jam berapa, hari apa, nanti kita melakukan asesmen, entah itu post-test atau pre-test ya. Nanti bisa dilakukan oleh kawan-kawan. Barangkali itu yang dapat kami sampaikan. Sekali lagi, bravo untuk teman-teman guru bahasa Inggris yang alhamdulillah setiap tayang selalu menggunakan bahasa internasional. Saya sangat berterima kasih, dan ini pasti bisa dilihat oleh teman-teman di dunia internasional, bahwa guru-guru kita ternyata ketika melaksanakan webinar bisa menggunakan bahasa internasional, termasuk bahasa Al-Quran, itu juga bahasa internasional tadi ya. Jadi semuanya berbagai bahasa internasional. Barangkali itu agar kegiatan webinar pada siang hari ini bisa berjalan dengan lancar, sukses, tambah berkah dan manfaat bagi kita semua. Mari kita buka dengan bersama-sama membaca basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Terima kasih. Mohon maaf atas kekurangan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak Ainur Rafiq, for your inspiring speech, and hope all your plans that you have stated can run well in the future. And we have been looking forward to the follow-ups of this program also. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to have our main agenda today. It is the discussion of UP1 Transaksional and UP5 or UP1, Bu Ami?
A1.
Oh, sorry.
A1, yeah. Suggestion and offer.
Okay, so it is not the one in my background, yeah? Sorry.
It's okay, no problem at
Yes,
all.
background.
Yeah.
So before you start, Bu Ami, allow me to read your resume first for everyone joining this webinar, so they will know you better. So her name is Bu Ami Shamsia. Is that right?
Okay, sure.
Wait a minute, I was looking for your resume. And she was born in Aceh, I think.
Banda Aceh, precisely.
Okay, in Banda Aceh, but you didn't write the birth date here. Why?
No problem. Because it will be too old for many people.
Okay, so she completed her bachelor degree of agriculture, majoring in poultry science in 1986 to 1992, and then She had her master degree of teaching and training program from 2007 to 2009 in Ahmad Dahlan University of Yogyakarta, and she also took some courses. Among them are Lado English course in Banda Aceh from 1986 to 1988, and another course from Lembaga Bahasa Liap Pengadegan Jakarta 1993-1995. Wow, I can see here that she is a learning lover. Yeah, she besides learning engineering, she also learned English language, and she's been around from Aceh to Jakarta. And she also has so many work experiences, and the latest one would be the English instructor for Lembaga Bahasa Asing LPI Interlingua Yogyakarta from 1996 to 1998, and then also teach as teacher trainer for Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Agama Islam Yogyakarta, and from 2002 until today, she is the one of the English teachers of Sleman, Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta. And if you wish to make a personal contact with her, you can reach her by her email at amiza_@gmail.com. Okay, are you ready, Ami?
Okay.
Time is yours. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Ibu Kurnia. Ibu Hajah Kurnia here it is like that. Yeah. Ibu Hajah Kurnia Atiullah, MPD, for the time that given to me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable Bapak Dr. Ainur Rafiq as the director of GTK Madrasah, the one who really dedicated his career for education, one who care about us, the teacher. Thank you, Bapak. And then the Honorable here, Ibu, one who has read the tilawah for us, Dr. Hajah Heni Hasana, MPD. Hello, Ibu Heni. The Honorable Ibu Trisnawati, our host today. Bu Trisna, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I all feel better.
Thank you for giving us the chance to speak here, and I hope that you are in a very good condition. And the Honorable Bapak Ibu, the beloved one, where I can share my kangen-kangenan, yeah, care and love with you all. Yes, I am so honored to be the presenter today because I am just a learner, like what Bu Kurnia has already told us. I'm the learner lover. So if I compare my experience with all of you, Bapak Ibu, I'm nothing. But of course, this is a big chance for me again to learn. Giving is learning. Learning is getting many things. And that's why I am coming here and I accept this chance. You all. Dear Bapak Ibu, I got the opportunity to review module UP1. Can I share my... Let me share it today. Has it been shared? Can you see it well, Bapak Ibu?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So this one is Bedah Modul Unit Pembelajaran 1. Suggestion and over. This one is actually written by my friend, Ibu Jazama Fitriani. She is national instructor, and she gave this opportunity to me to improve my ability in, of course, learning about the module. Thank you, Bu Jazama. I hope that you will watch this even though to the live streaming later on. Bapak Ibu, well, get this module. I find that this one has already been good. I mean, I cannot see many. Many mistakes in it, but of course, because we are a reviewer, we have to find something to say, isn't it? Jadi ceritanya kalau kita disuruh menulis, it's not easy at all. Kalau saya disuruh menulis seperti Ibu Jazama Fitri, mungkin akan habis berbulan-bulan to make the model like this. But when I got the task to review, dalam waktu sekejap, I have already found things to talk. Itulah tidak adilnya dunia ya, it's not fair actually. Tapi kalau tidak ada yang dimunculkan atau tidak ada kelemahan, tentu saya nggak punya pekerjaan. I cannot say any words then. Ya. Oke, Bapak Ibu, kita mulai dari apa yang saya bisa perlihatkan. UP1 adalah 1 dari 10 UP, dan ini mengedepankan vocab, suggestion, and over. And the activity in UP1 is writing. OJL have already been in the module, and then model pembelajaran that is given is discovery learning. And in the classroom, it will be 2 jam pelajaran, 2 JP. I think it's not enough at all. And this one is the PPT that we're supposed to give it in front of the student after we master the module. Now let's go to the module right away. And this is the one that I prepared, Bapak Ibu. Yeah. When we look at pendahuluan, ya, melakukan analisis kurikulum dan analisis hasil belajar peserta didik, this one is, of course, existed in all UP, and it's been not updated anymore because we have no more ujian nasional and it replaced to UM. Sehingga tentu saja kita harus mengganti, we need to change it to be UM. I think. And it's also consistent in the scenario in this one, this sim. Analisis kebutuhan peserta didik berdasarkan kurikulum dan hasil UN. So it's not a mistake actually, but when we put the time to review it and to fix it, and then to make it better, of course. After that, our will have first alat pembelajaran meliputi media PPT tentang ungkapan saran dan tawaran, and then the whiteboard, the board marker, the sound system, kamus, dictionary, and then link YouTube. But ketika sudah ada link YouTube, tidak disertai dengan LCD dan laptop, so hanya ditambahkan saja. It's just, I think it's just. And then when it comes to the peserta didik, jika kondisi peserta didik memungkinkan, so if it is possible for all students, because the student in Indonesia is varied, has a very many kinds of peserta didik in many wide places in Indonesia. Ya. Some of us live in a remote area, some of us in suburban, some of us live in the city. So if we are lucky enough, if the students are lucky enough, they can have all the digital and technology access easily, of course, they can equip themselves to study with mobile and laptop to make it easy to access their any link that here has already been written. Jadi kalau kita memberikan YouTube link, mungkin saja ketika kita mengajar kita yang menayangkannya di sekolah through the LCD that has already provided at school. Tetapi tidak harus student own the laptop or if this is projected on the whiteboard or in the classroom. But actually, some of us nowadays, almost 60-90% of us, 60 or 70% of us can reach the access of internet, YouTube, and it's easily can be connected to the handphone. So it will be completed with, after we are tulis, of course, we can put handphone and laptop for peserta didik. So for the target competency, almost all of the target competency di sini tertulis sangat bagus. Ada kompetensi professional, and then karena ini merupakan expression, suggestion, giving and offering helps, maka ini saya highlight teknologi informasi yang dipadukan dengan berkomunikasi secara efektif, empatik, dan santun dengan peserta didik. Dari sebegitu banyak ranah kompetensi dan target kompetensi baik bagi guru maupun bagi peserta didik. Nah, ini perlu saya highlight karena pentingnya mengedepankan speaking, bahasa lisan untuk menyampaikan pembelajaran suggestion and offer, tidak hanya the writing, tidak hanya the writing form ya. Jadi ini saya highlight, penting untuk di highlight. Nanti akan kita hubungkan dengan itu kita tampilkan sebagai salah satu yang penting, maka koneksinya akan muncul ke beberapa tempat yang lain. Okay, and we go to materi dan organisasi pembelajaran terlebih dahulu. In ruang lingkup materi, di sana tertulis fungsi sosial meliputi tujuan penulis menulis, peran penulis dan pembaca, manfaat membaca teks bagi pembaca, topik teks. I think it will be better if fungsi sosial ini meliputi the function ya, memang the purpose of the writer to introduce the purpose and idea of plan for consideration. To introduce or propose an idea or a plan for consideration, and it can be accepted or refused. Jadi itu yang kita tuliskan instead of this one. To facilitate interpersonal communication between different people, and then to have someone who needs any advice and deciding something, ini yang lebih tepat saya rasa untuk diletakkan di ruang lingkup. Nah, nanti mungkin Bu penulis mengatakan bahwa ini sudah ada di buku bacaan. But actually, karena tulisannya adalah ruang lingkup materi, I think it's better if you put all here the social functions here first. And then untuk struktur teks juga begitu. The comprises menentukan informasi tersurat, percakapan dari ungkap, it kinds of instruction. Kalau kita bikin menentukan, I think it's a kind of instruction. Maka kita ambillah the generic structure yang biasanya ada di buku. Dan ini juga ada di buku Bu Fitri, di sini juga ada. Yaitu kalau itu merupakan generic structure, it becomes an opening, giving suggestion, give the response, and a closing. This is the one of conversation in context. Jadi ketika seseorang memulai conversation, tentu, hello, why you look so sad? That's the kinds of opening. Then setelah dia dengar the response of the one who looks so sad, and then she or he tried to give the suggestion, and then she got the response, and then after that, it's a closing. It's a kind of the generic structure for one cycle of conversation. Well, now let's go again. And then we can say unsur kebahasaan meliputi, melengkapi percakapan dengan ungkapan. Lagi-lagi kita melihat bahwa this one is the instructional for the test or for the exercise. Actually, unsur language features of suggestion and offer itu bisa saja kita isi dengan vocabulary, kemudian yang paling banyak kita gunakan food, should, etc. Maka etc. ini akan bisa dilihat di buku. Kemudian simple verb form, karena itulah yang akan nanti membuat kita bangun di dalam kalimat suggestion and offer, and then the intonation. Saya coba membuka-buka beberapa buku, LKS, buku handbook, tidak banyak yang menempatkan intonation of pronunciation in the language features of suggestion and offer. But I think this one is very important, Bapak Ibu. Jadi, kalau kita bicara bahwa pronunciation itu penting, betul, pronunciation itu penting, but actually it's a little bit complicated when it comes to the accent of our students yang datang dari berbagai daerah. Saya sendiri orang Aceh mungkin memiliki aksen Aceh, yang Jawa memiliki aksen Jawa, mana-mana. They will feel that their accent interrupt the good pronunciation. But intonation is something that we also need to show to our students, because intonation can express the idea when we are saying something, especially when we giving a suggestion and offer. Jadi sangatlah penting ke dalam language features of suggestion and offer. Kalau mau meletakkan pronunciation bisa saja, tetapi itu tadi memang akan lebih banyak it's challenging. Kita nggak bilang sulit, tapi it's challenging. Tapi menempatkan intonation itu saya kira menjadi tidak sempurna. Mengingat suggestion and offer is the expression. So when one gives expression, they should express their feeling. Di kelas Bapak Ibu boleh saja lihat dan buktikan bagaimana intonasi yang diciptakan oleh anak-anak kita, betapa mereka tidak kurang sekali mengekspresikan perasaannya atau idenya melalui intonasi. Padahal intonasi itu bisa menggambarkan banyak hal, perasaan, kemudian sehingga kita bisa membaca apakah would you like to have this one? Okay, it's all right. Okay, it's all right. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Nah, itu semua memiliki makna whether someone give a good response or just so. Maka ini perlu saya kira untuk kita masukkan ke dalam kita punya modul. Konsekuensi dari meletakkan intonation ke dalam modul tentu saja kita juga harus memberikan materi yang adequate. I mean, if you say about the intonation, you need to record your voice and upload it here. But if you want to make it easy, maybe you can take it from YouTube and you put it here. You can also get that. So don't worry, because this word nowadays is very easy to get what you want. Ya, mudah sekali. Berhutang pun bisa. Cari teman baru bisa, semua baru. Apalagi just intonation. Itu gampang kita bisa cari. It's a piece of cake. Yes. And then we go to the understanding the language features. Here is the instruction. Instruction for latihan ya, for the exercise. Tapi tidak tertulis sebagai exercise. Saya tidak hanya melihat nu sebagai the abbreviation of number di UP ini saja. Ada beberapa UP yang lain juga menuliskan nu untuk the abbreviation of number. Mungkin referensi dari mana? Bagaimana nu itu bisa berada di sini? Mungkin karena keterbatasan ilmu saya. Nanti Bapak Ibu bisa memberikan referensi yang lain jika ada. But actually saya dapatkan the numero sign or numero symbol, number also represented as no number is typographic abbreviation. Jadi tidak hanya satu, ada 3 kalau tidak salah atau 4. Untuk menuliskan number itu dengan NO, tidak dengan NU. And then, kalau di sini kita buat number, mungkin akan terjadi kejanggalan ketika di alphabetical tidak ada tulisan alphabetical. Kalau begitu bagaimana? Apakah akan kita kosongkan saja? Atau mungkin bisa kita solusikan dengan menulis NO di sini sebagai number, and di alphabetical kita tulis pair. Why? Because we have to merge it. Itu guys, Bapak Ibu. Saya sudah pandai bilang ini karena saya sudah menjadi orang Jogja for quite 25 sometimes 25 something lah. And then structure of suggestion and over. Tertulis di modul seperti ini Bapak Ibu. Jadi asking for suggestion and then giving suggestion and then by one. It's okay. There are no mistakes at all for this one. Tidak ada salahnya. But actually, it would be better. It would be better if we arrange this expression in a table so we can distinguish between refusing and accepting. For this suggestion, one could refuse like this, or one could decline like this. So, for example, do you have any suggestion for me? Then you should go to theater and watch the movie tonight. And then if someone wants to refuse it, they can say, I don't feel like it. Jadi kita bisa melihatnya lebih mudah dalam tabel. Seperti ini, disandingkan daripada kita melihatnya seperti yang tertera di modul. Dan kalau giving suggestion ini masih berbentuk structure, memang masih mengambang, namun kita akan segera melihat di contoh yang tertera. Ya, modul ya, Bapak Ibu bisa melihatnya di modul. Saya tidak melihat banyak kesalahan untuk question, hanya saja tentu pembahasan soal di L1, L2, L3 itu akan sangat bermanfaat bagi guru maupun siswa yang kita ajarkan. Why? Because tidak semua kita guru mampu memiliki banyak waktu belajar atau tidak begitu banyak waktu untuk practice. We got no friend to practice our English, and we got no books we got no opportunity to watch, then when we have to read the module, we will oblige ourselves to read it. Dan kita akan banyak mendapatkan dari modul yang sudah ada. Oleh karenanya modul yang kita buat pun perlu kiranya mudah dipahami. I don't want to say a lot of things. Saya kira akan banyak dulu masukan sebelum nanti kita mencari dan menyimpulkan beberapa hal. Hanya itu yang bisa saya sampaikan, Bapak Ibu sekalian. So yeah, I think that's all for this time being. Maybe the next question or discussion or the review from you will make us discuss the other things. Thank you so much. I'll give this screen back to Ibu Kurnia Atila.
Thank you very much, Bu Ami, for those inspiring discussions about UP 1, giving suggestion and response. Okay, I took some notes from your explanation. From what I can follow, you have been mentioning about adjusting the introduction, which mentioned national ujian nasional or national exam to ujian madrasah, which is
I think it's hardly heard. Your voice is hardly heard. I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Is it only me? Or...
Okay, can I repeat now? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear it, but I think it's so far.
All right. Okay, wait. Okay, what about now?
Still the same, but it's okay.
Okay, I will try to speak louder.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so from your explanation, I took some notes. First of all, is about your correction, demanding the adjustment from UN to UM, which I think is suitable for our next module, since we no longer have national exam or ujian nasional, but instead we still have ujian madrasah or UM. And then I also took a note on you emphasizing or raising awareness among the teachers for the students who have some limitation in accessing the information technology, to provide some sources or learning sources which does not require them to access internet. And then you also highlighted some communicative competence which need to be mastered by the students. One of them is how to express or how to deliver the expressions empathetically, and then with what you call it, personal expressions, how you deliver the expressions with a heartfelt emotion. So it's not mere an expressions which uttered without the existence of our feeling. And then you also giving a stress on the need of intonation when teachers teach pronunciation in the classroom. And I think I agree with you. This is something that many of us still neglect when we deliver the pronunciation drilling to the students, to to introduce them to the not the correct intonation, but the intonation which is used by the native speakers. And then also it is interesting how you also found out about the number. It's not NU, the abbreviation, but it's a NO.
It's a little bit funny, but I don't know. Maybe my weakness is to find out the truth.
But you did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
About putting the expressions, the various expressions on tables, I think that's one good idea, but I personally think that it would be better or much better if we can put them with illustrations.
Yeah.
So the students can have this picture in their mind on how to give the suitable responses to those expressions by remembering the expressions or illustrations in the books.
Of course.
Yeah. And then one thing that I also pay attention is the exercise where the students are required to match the words, the word and their synonym on the right and left side.
Yes.
I think that kind of exercise is still a kind of lower order thinking exercise, which by Penny is suggested to be adjusted to a higher level, a higher order thinking ones by putting the words into sentences. So for example, if we want to train the students to remember the word table, so instead of asking them to match the table with desk, we can have them fill a sentence with a blank space for them to find the perfect word for that context. Okay, I think that some things that I took some notes from your explanations. Now I would give the floor to the audience in this forum to say their thoughts on this matter, especially for regarding your explanation. So I will call some of our friends who are already present today. Ada Pak Rodi, ada Bu Sri Wahyuni, Bu Siti Mulyani, Pak Tasron, Bu Zinur, Bu Yeti, Bu Magdalena, Bu Nur Rahma, Bu Rini Silvana, Bu Ismini, Bu Nani. Okay, floor is yours, everyone. Feel free to deliver your thought.
You are all welcome to say something, Bapak Ibu.
Ya, silahkan kita berbincang-bincang.
Yeah. As Pak Lukman said, before he opened this, I think Bapak Ibu here as the participant cannot open themselves automatically. Should they raise their hand first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So please raise your hands and I will unmute your speaker.
Silakan Bapak Ibu yang mau menyampaikan sesuatu, mikrofonnya langsung saja dinyalakan sendiri ya.
Oh, bisa. Oh, thank you Pak Lukman. Terima kasih.
Kan ini sudah dibukakan kuncinya.
Oh yeah. I also see Pak Hadi is here and also Bu Ani, Bu Eka, Bu Zidni, Bu Dian. Okay, everyone, feel free to say some words.
Okay. while waiting for Bapak Ibu to start their idea to say something in this program, in reviewing this module, I also would like to tell you about the theme that has already been on the module. I think I want to show that again once again. Okay, this one. Yes. Can you have a look at this, Ibu Nia?
Yeah.
So this theme is existed in the almost all in all UP. UP1 to UP10. So it started with pendahuluan, and then in service learning 1, and then after that the arrow will go to on the job learning, and then in service learning 2. If it is the that the writer have put in their module, it's a little bit changing in their module. So first, if it is pendahuluan, it's okay with pendahuluan, and then in service learning 1. The third one, it's changing in the model because some of the writer says that it is in the job learning and in the in service training, if I'm not mistaken. Jadi ada kata yang harusnya diseragamkan dari UP1 sampai UP10. But I'm lucky to find in module of Bu Fitri that in the service training, in the job training, or in on in ya, ini kan dimulai dengan in on in ya, in service training sama dengan in service learning, sehingga baru saya paham bahwa ini di para penulis, the writer have the understanding about in service learning ini sama dengan in service training. Baru kemudian diikuti dengan on the job learning. Setelah nanti kembali lagi ke in service training. Nah, kalau ini yang ditulis sebagai template di semua UP, maka semua writer, semua author of the UP juga harus mengikuti template yang sama dalam penulisan step by step kegiatan pembelajaran di dalam modul, sehingga tidak ada beda. Ini ada yang menulisnya sama seperti ini, ada pula yang sudah masuk kepada in service training. Sehingga kalau modul ini tertulis instructionnya, bacalah modul ini agar paham. Bacalah modul ini agar mengerti, pahamilah. Maka ini saja nanti sudah sampai pada apa yang kita tulis. Because to Bapak Ibu, as the author, it becomes confusing for many other people to learn. Jadi keseragaman itu sangat penting. I mean, tentu saja tidak mungkin kita mengharapkan all will be perfect, but when it comes to the rules and regulation, it will be good for all the author to make the same thing in one. Ada yang training, ada yang learning tanpa keterangan, mungkin Bapak Ibu nanti menemukan kebingungan tersendiri setelah setelah membaca. Itu yang bisa saya tambahkan sedikit. Nanti mungkin muncul lagi, but actually I'm waiting for you, Bapak Ibu, to say something first.
Thank you to Ami for more highlight on the model. So, Budaan, you are here, Budaan. You're welcome. Welcome to
Punya suaranya semakin jauh ini. Ada budaan kah?
Budaan is here. Okay.
Oh, so nice. Halo budaan.
We've been
I
missing.
want you to say something.
Okay. Ini kayaknya masih suasana Lebaran apa gimana ya? Jadi masih belum panas. Tanda-tandanya ini kita perlu kumpul-kumpul lagi, diundang pelatihan.
Benar sekali. Perlu ngobrol-ngobrol.
Iya, kalau webinar ini udah agak moodnya udah agak turun. Ini tandanya udah perlu pelatihan yang offline. Nunggu undangan dari Binakiteka.
Please, we are waiting for the refreshment. Budaan masih di kereta.
Oh iya, oke.
Okay. Have a very nice trip, Budaan.
So, what else can you say about this UP1 especially?
UP1, yeah. I'm not going to say a lot because it's been good lah for me, yeah. But that's what I want to emphasize about the pronunciation and intonation. I got a problem of teaching pronunciation. It's a little bit controversial for me myself because I do not want to make my student worried about making a good and correct pronunciation when they have to say something. I will go more to the fluency rather than busy with the correct pronunciation for my students. But intonation is something that we forget. Yang paling banyak kita lupakan ketika kita menyampaikan expression adalah intonasi. Us a lot, berbicara banyak. Jadi jangan banyak dari kita menganggap itu hal yang sepele. But actually we need to put it here. Kita yang bisa menjadi pioneer to put it in our module. Saya belum banyak lihat di modul-modul lain menulis intonation sebagai bagian penting dari language features untuk expressing something. Expression ya, especially ya. Jadi kalau kita lihat urutan-urutan dari atas ke bawah, mungkin ada perbedaan short functional text suggestion ini ya, especially when we want to suggest or offer something dengan the text longer text such as analytical exposition or quotatory exposition, di mana teks ini juga sebenarnya stating opinion and give the recommendation of something, right? But they do not want, if the author do not want to emphasizing on intonation, it's a little bit okay. Bolehlah. Karena akan banyak aspek written, writing, reading comprehension. Banyak di sana. Tetapi ketika di modul ini saya juga melihat porsi paparan speakingnya kurang masih. Tetapi sudah ada instruction watch this one, rewrite what you have already listened, itu juga sudah memadai sebenarnya. Membuat modul in a very short time, it's not easy at all. Sama sekali tidak mudah, dan the compensation of that is providing something to at least we can listen someone speaking. Tetapi ke depan mungkin untuk pembenahan kitalah yang harus mulai kreatif menciptakan the dialogue for expression, suggestion, and offer, declining, accepting, refusing, accepting dengan intonasi yang bisa seperti tadi disebutkan oleh Bunia, ada simulasi, ada apa namanya? What did you say that? Simulasi or kinds of demonstration that will both teacher and student can watch.
Modeling ya, from teacher.
Ya, modeling. Kalau dibilang watching that's the heavy things we cannot access from our handphone. Oke, cari audionya banyak. Audionya bisa kita masukkan ke dalam buku modul kita yang linknya kemudian mudah diakses oleh peserta didik. Lebih menarik lagi kita sendiri yang membuatnya. So we invite our students to make the conversation with the intonation, specific intonation. Jadi setuju banget, yang ini enggak setuju. So try to differentiate the intonation. And when we make the LKPD, ketika kita membuat LKPD, maka si intonasi ini fluency, intonation, pronunciation bisa dimasukkan ke dalam aspek yang kita nilai. Karena ini penting. Kalau kita tidak pentingkan, tidak usah disampaikan memang, maka dia tidak akan muncul di assessment di LKPD. Tetapi kalau itu kita betul-betul kita menyadari pentingnya berbicara natural sampai pada target yang kita inginkan, maka kita letakkan dia consistently dari atas ke bawah ada. Put it there, the intonation. Nah, dalam menulis bagaimana? Dalam menulis ketika kita memang diminta untuk write the dialogue that you have already watched from the video, maka di sana akan kita juga bantu beri contoh dengan panah rising and panah reducing intonation. So I think it will be nicer. Harapannya begitu, memang tidak mudah ya.
Yeah. Okay, thank you again, Bu Ami, for highlighting how important learning Indonesian is. And still, I'm inviting participants to share maybe their the experience in delivering suggestion and offer.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Welcome. Is it Bu Nani?
Beatrice.
Oh, Bu Tris. Silahkan Bu Tris.
I feel sorry. Yeah, until now I have not come on like you, my friends. Okay, maybe just our experiences too. When I met with my friend around Indonesia, and then I always share my experience too, how to teach English well and make the student always respond to our English. Okay, why? Because our student not only English they studied, but also some language. Like at my school before, there are 4 languages: English, Arabic, Indonesia, and Mandarin. Okay, and then of course focus to our English. Our student, we know that different background, different environment, but we are as an English teacher, I just suggest Bapak Ibu, if you want to do like me, it's okay, alhamdulillah, but it is my experience. And then alhamdulillah, the student respond to our English like this. For this semester PAT, our new principal asked me that we must be able to keep the listening to our student. Of course, we share the student about some expression, right? Okay. And then for me, rada-rada saya mungkin rada-rada sedikit egois ya. But this is okay, no problem. We must be able to be the first word, to be their idol. Bapak Ibu, we must remember to be their idol in English. Okay, of course, in our school. Okay, I make by myself about listening, not other voice, my voice exactly. And then I asked to my son how to make our voice is more beautiful than before. And my son suggests me, Ibu, if your voice want to more beautiful, you must make a recording in the cupboard, in the cupboard. So our voice will be clear and fluency, Bapak Ibu. And I try it. Yes. And then Alhamdulillah, I can do it best. So I said to my student for English listening for this PAT, okay, the most important one that from the first we must be able to be their idol. Okay, about module, yes. That Bu Ami told us to make this module, we are as pengembang modul, it is not enough only 2 months or 3 months, 1 year, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, and there are some reviewer from other provinces, and we discuss hotel to hotel. Yes, okay. And maybe some of friends ask that why not Ibu Fitri? Why not Ibu Tris? Because they are pengembang modul. Bapak Ibu, ini tidak diperuntukkan only for pengembang modul, Bapak Ibu. But I want Bapak Ibu try like us to share this module. I believe that Bapak Ibu smarter than us. Bapak Ibu have more experiences than us. So as Bapak Kasubdit told us that we must be able to share as good as possible. This is just a guide how to teach English well to our students, like that, Bapak Ibu. Okay, I think that, Bapak Ibu, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
One more, Bapak Ibu.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
One more, Bapak Ibu. I forgot. Okay, because we know that our student mother tongue is not English, yeah, like Bu Ami from Aceh, Bu Kurnia from Temanggung, ya.
Bu Dian from
Central Java.
Yeah, okay. And then the last score for the student, please choose. For the last score is, you want to sing a song? Sing a song, storytelling, dialogue, reading poetry, and then make a podcast. And the student, very, very, very enthusiastic with my instruction. I try it. Oh yes, I want podcast Miss, katanya. Okay, okay, by English, not bahasa Indonesia, not bahasa Arab, not Mandarin. I tried, Bapak Ibu, and then alhamdulillah, the student can do it best. Thank you.
Most welcome, Bu.
Very much, Bu Tris, for your inspiration, or the inspiration, I mean. And I think it is time for us to close the webinar. Is it time already, Bu Ami? 2:30?
Not yet, actually.
Oh, okay.
We still have about 20 more minutes, but 20 minutes more. But
Until PM?
yeah, but why Bapak Ibu just like our student? So shy and do not want to say something. Hello.
Okay, then let's talk about the another element of what is it? Teaching expressions. So discussing about expressions, I think we cannot separate them from its cultural element. So I think it is also something which we sometimes forget or do not pay attention to. We do not dig more on the cultural side of these of those expressions, or what is it? How, what, when, and where is appropriate for someone to use the expressions, like suggestion and offer. I think it would be different when we suggest something in our culture and in the culture of the countries where English is spoken. Like, for example, Indonesian people tend to be, welcoming offers from other people. or they tend not to reject or decline offers or suggestion from other people. They would rather please other people by accepting their suggestion or offer rather than declining them. It is different from people from where English is spoken. They will be honest to themselves. If they do not feel like taking the suggestion or offer, they will immediate or find a way to refuse them politely. So I think it is something also we can teach our children how to be honest to themselves and to be able to, in the correct time, to say no or to refuse other people's suggestion or offer, because the one who knows better about our issues or matters are ourselves, not other people. Although sometimes it also works to accept other people's suggestion. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Well, Ami, I cannot hear you. You unmuted your voice.
Maybe you can make it simple about us students who, what is the reaction of a student when they accept or decline response? I missed it a little bit.
So it is one of my ritual or routine when it comes to discuss expressions in the classroom. I usually relate the material to the cultural aspects of the expressions. For example, when we introduce ourselves in the expressions of introduction, for example, how the introduction would go differently from how you introduce yourself in English and how you introduce yourself in Bahasa, or when you represent yourself in front of people from different countries. And then also in this topics of giving suggestion and offer, I once told my students to analyze our culture. Indonesian people tends to not happy culturally. They'll tend to accept all offers and suggestions.
Yes.
Simply put, when someone offer you drinks or food, when you are actually full already or not thirsty, you will take it anyway just to please that person.
The one who have already offered for us.
To offer you something.
Yeah.
While in Western countries or where English is spoken, they will tend to be more honest to themselves. So when they are offered by other people to have some drink or food, and they will not hesitate to decline the offer when they are full or not thirsty. And if that happened to you when you are going abroad, please don't take it personally. Don't get angry or insulted for they decline your offer, because it is their culture to be honest to themselves. It's different from how our Indonesian people perceive on the suggestion and offer.
That's right. Maybe Bapak Ibu has the same experience with bullying. I have the experience of these two, Bunia, with this one, with the expression. So when I am talking about again intonation because it's a little bit express me, make me seriously thinking about it because not many people think about it. A student like to introduce themselves with these kinds of intonation. My name is Anna. So I try to put the intonation and stop and stressing not properly. And it goes again and again, again and again. I don't know why. My name is Ami. That is the very simple things, but of course, it's not natural. That is about intonation. When we talk about expression using suggestion and over, I went to one boarding school and this was at that time, some students were playing volleyball and they tried to give the ball one to another. And then one of the men says that, you must give the ball to me. How can he put the... And this is not the only experience I got. I also heard someone says that if you want to go there, you must take this road and then go straight ahead. It's a good English actually, but wrong suggestions. And then you must turn right. And then after that, I think it's good for you to take this vehicle. But you must remember, so the putting must for suggestions is of course wrong way, because must is the strong necessity. When we want to compare between should and the other stronger one, we will find had better there. But must is not there. So this is the things that we need to urge to our students. We need to say that to our students. Culture is also there. When we do not know that their culture goes on the selection of the verb to give suggestion. Maybe in this module, we also need to put some note on it. I think many things, Bapak Ibu. Tega banget membiarkan saya berbicara begini, Pak. Oh enggak.
Tambah-tambahin.
Ya.
Can you share your experience in the classroom when you teach expressions? Any expressions?
Well, yes, yeah. The other things related to culture again, like what you are talking about. They will say, this is to Miss Ami. Miss Ami can go to this shop if Miss Ami likes. So it's really they are afraid of using you. And then I say, you in that sentence when you want to. When what you mean is me, it's polite. You don't need to worry about that. President, we talk to president and say you. We talk to our father and say you. We talk to our friends you, and you talk to me is also you. Never mind the word. So that is the really what is it? I don't know what to say about this, but I think this is the experience that I like to share to you. Is there any expression that you want to share?
Was it me? It's because you only have us talk here. Like you.
Sorry. Sorry
Halo.
for being talk. Halo, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah,
Speaking?
nice to see. Yeah, actually, it seems that I have been long time not practicing speaking English since I'm I was teaching the 12 level.
Mhm.
So to start again, it's a little bit difficult, I think.
Let me welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have a kind of experience when I ask my student to practice how learning expression, a kind of expression in English. Mostly, most of them really keep silent until I don't know what I should do. It is
Yeah.
the same situation like today, I think.
We are in the same boat, Bu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are very
Shyness.
active. They are very active in writing in social media, but not for speaking. That's why it's a little bit difficult. Even I also ask them to do a little thing like singing a song and making a video. It is almost a month. Only one or two students submitted. I don't know what's wrong with the student. They are still in a 10 level, I think. So it's also a kind of my homework too. How to make the students speaking up. I
Yeah.
think that's all. Yeah,
Comfortable to practice their English in the classroom. Maybe they are not confident enough, but feel comfortable is enough to start with little practice by practice every time we meet them in the classroom. And it starts from how we bring ourselves closer to them so they have no worries in their heart for being, criticized by the teachers or by their friends or being laughed at by their roommates, classmates, sorry.
Yes, you're right. Maybe I just thought that it could be like they have been doing such of online activities, so they just practicing in front of the screen. Then they comes up with their classmate. They have to be brave to stand up in the real people. So it's such a speechless for them.
Yeah, and if we see the real the situation the students are facing in especially today after this pandemic, a long pandemic holidays where
Yes.
they didn't meet anyone in the classroom or in the large group. It takes a lot of bravery from themselves to speak up in front of other people. It is difficult for them to speak or to say their thoughts, to deliver their thought in Bahasa, let alone in English.
Yes.
It needs our patience as teachers to give them enough time to get ready or to feel ready to perform in the classroom.
Yes, I do agree with you. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Bu
Thank you,
Sydney.
and
Yeah, Pak Hadi is also with us.
Yeah.
Halo, Pak Hadi.
Bu Ami,
Yes.
so long time not see you ya, Bu Ami.
Halo, Ibu. How
Can
are
you
you
predict it?
so much you?
Iya, coba tebak saya siapa?
Look at Bu Iin.
Yeah, I know. Bu Ati is, yeah, I know. Okay, make the student become productive atau become productive in speaking is, I think, is very hard thing for the teachers, ya.
Challenging. We need
Iya.
to put the positive words to make us optimist.
Yeah, I know. I'm still optimist, yeah. But yeah, I have experience in giving agree or disagree opinion to the student. I have shared some picture relating like global warming, relating like plastic operation, plastic surgery like this. I find out the theme that contain pro and cons like this. Yeah, like plastic surgery, like free child like this, and then smart car, smart car, yeah. And then the theme that maybe it contains pro and cons, yeah. And then I find out the pictures and I show off to the student, and they have to predict what is it like this. Like I saw free child, I saw smart car, and then they have to give the argument pro and cons. If I choose pro, and then you have to share why you in a pro position. And I force the student to speak up. Yeah. And actually, I'm very satisfied because 100% can speak. In the third cycle or in the third meeting, there are only one student in every group that never active, but in the third season, in the third meeting, I force them to speak up and they speak up. And I think to make the student become productive, become active in English, need some strategy for the teachers. And I think this is need some motivation, big motivation to the teachers to make this situation in the classroom become active like this. Ya, seperti itu Bu Ami.
Yes.
And maybe
right.
in room
Betul.
like this, in Zoom meeting like this, you can also force the teachers here. You can find out the teachers to speak up. It is make the situation become active, Bu Ami, like this.
Yeah.
For the first maybe. I don't know. Because,
By pointing,
for you. Yeah, it is pity for you. You speak up from the start until the end. But maybe you can collect the audience here.
Oh, I see. Berarti ini some of you like to be colek-colek ya.
Ya, colek-colek, okay.
Colek ya, boleh.
Yeah, there are 26 teachers here. You can colek.
Oh, yeah.
Make him or her speak up. Like,
betul.
Student to speak up like this. We practice in here.
And I said I need to urge to Bu Tris, the one who do not want to speak up, then they cannot get the certificate. Itu mungkin ya harus dipaksa ya.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Not all the teachers want to get only certificate, maybe like this.
No. So it needs the awareness that when we are together in one room, your voice is really appreciated. I told my students 1,000 times that in America or in Western places, students with limited knowledge will raise hand many times when their teacher asks them to give a response. But in Indonesia, students with abundant knowledge, ilmunya banyak tetapi sangat pelit berbagi. They asking you to share and they do not want to share to their friends. Dengan hanya satu alasan, malu. So we need to work hard to shift that way. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu saja sudah malu begini, apalagi anak murid ya. Tapi saya juga tidak begitu menyukai paksaan. So kadang-kadang memang saya cari paksawan, saya cari paksawati, but actually I am really happy. I will be so happy if Bapak Ibu like to say a word voluntarily. Di sini ada Bu Ermala ya Bu Iin ya.
Apa?
Pak Hadi, ada Pak Reza, ada Bu Rini. Bu Rini ini senior kita loh. Halo Bu Rini, why you did not say any words?
Bu Rini lagi puasa.
No, it's time for me to listen.
Okay, like this. Yes. So there is communication between audiences and the speaker, Bu. You can colek lah. Yeah, like this. It is good.
Terima Silahkan ahli colek Bu Kurnia.
Tadi sudah saya colek-colek seperti sabun dari awal sampai akhir. Saya panggil semua. Yep.
Iya.
Bu Zinur Aini maybe. That's my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I select Bu Zinur Aini to speak up maybe ya.
Silahkan Bu Zinur.
Yeah.
While waiting for Bu Zinur, allow me to remind myself and also my dear fellow teachers that it's very important to notice not only students' weaknesses, but not only students' strengths, but also students' weaknesses. I mean, give enough attention when they make mistakes correctly and suitably, not only giving a response or reward when they accomplish something successfully, but also give their the students encouragement and also special attention when they have struggled enough and they tried their best, even though they haven't made it successfully. Bu Zinur, where are you, Bu Zinur?
Iya.
Lagi ngoreksi Bu Zinur?
Oke. Mungkin lagi ke belakang.
Pak Hadid, I want to be single stone. Single stone ya,
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Bu Erma Lasari, Bu Dian Anggreni, Pak Reza, Bu Magdalena. Okay, we would love to have you say some words in this forum.
Assalamualaikum Bapak Ibu.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wish Bapak Ibu never feel boring with my voice.
No, your voice
Yes.
no, Bu Trisna.
Okay. Bapak Ibu, yes, this is not our weakness maybe. As Ibu Kurnia told us that this is Idul Fitri condition. Or I don't know. Yeah, Bapak Ibu. I never feel boring if I suggest to Bapak Ibu, insyaAllah, we must be the first word. We must be the first word. Whatever application, what kind application, the most important one is us as a real teacher in front of them, Bapak Ibu. When I am as a moderator, International Symposium of Education 2021 and 2022, yeah, there are some newest application, but that application that is not the most important one, that is not number one for us, but the most important one is us as a teacher in front of us, in front of them, real teacher. So I taught Bapak Ibu my experience that we must be able to be their idol in speaking, in writing English, in listening, reading. Yes.
It do not have to be a perfect model, right, Putris?
Yes, okay. But we must
Give
try.
it how we face our mistakes,
Yes.
our shortcomings.
Yes. Okay, Bapak Ibu.
Okay.
The first time I asked by GTK Madrasah 2018. GTK Madrasah, Pak Rusdi, you know, Pak Rusdi. Putris, kira-kira untuk guru bahasa Inggris yang dibutuhkan apa supaya mereka itu grow their motivation? Saya bilang, speaking, Pak. Speaking, Pak. For writing, I think they are better than me. And then I asked to my friends around Indonesia, we must be the first word wherever we are. We must create English environment. We don't care at my school, office boy, security. I always speak English. I don't care. They didn't say anything, but I always do it. Okay, and principal, vice of principal. Always speak English. Okay, okay, Bapak Ibu, that's all. Okay, and thank you Bapak Ibu for certificate. Yeah, for certificate, I always ask to Pak Hendra, ya, PJ-nya untuk semua sertifikat on the way Bapak Ibu. And then this is the process, Bapak Hendra ask UP1 to seek.
Please. The certificate for every webinar from the beginning of this program.
Yes. Insyaallah ya.
Yeah,
Mohon
yeah.
kesabarannya Bapak Ibu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Always help our program. Not only my program, but also for all program. Thank you, Bu Ami. Bu Nia.
Ya, most welcome Bu Tris.
Is it a wrap up of the programs? I mean, is it the last webinar we will have this year regarding the Bedah module?
Yes, this is the last. Next program, I will inform sooner. Okay, wait and see Bapak Ibu. I think make Bapak Ibu smarter than before. Insyaallah. Silakan Bapak Ibu menawarkan diri sama saya. Oke, Bapak Ibu. Ya, don't be afraid to get mistake Bapak Ibu.
I need your telephone number.
Telepon number. I will share.
Okay, my number is 081.
Nanti Bu Tris nanti aja di grup.
Oke deh.
Ya, nanti kita share.
Adalah di Insyaallah di semua grid my grid friends ada semua nomornya ya. Oke, thank you Bu Ami and Bu Kurnia. Bu Ami and Bu Kurnia.
Thank you so much, Bu Tris. And ladies and gentlemen, my fellow teachers who have been participating in this webinar, I would be glad to end this forum by saying hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah. It's my honor to be with you all today to have this webinar, which also means to wrap up all the webinars that have been held by Madrasah Reform GTK in Bedah Modul, ya, weekly program Bedah Modul from UP1 to UP10, and hopefully we can have similar programs or even better next year, and hope you will join us again in the next program held by the Madrasah Reform, especially from Bina GTK, MTS, and MA. And from all the mistakes that I have unintentionally or intentionally did from the beginning, and also Bu Ami, please forgive me.
Okay.
Of course.
Will be useful for us all. And thank you once again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you.
Thank you, Bami. Thank you, Bunia.
Putris di semua grup Fasda, Jateng, Jabar.
Ada ya. Ya. Bu Sri Wahyuni, apa kabar ini? Kok tidak ada suaranya hari